Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Pokeidiots podcast, hosted by myself and Hero.
Hello.
I just really wanted to say that really loudly. So yeah, I'm currently shiny hunting. So is Hero, I guess. I don't know.
I am also, but we're doing two entirely different things. We were doing the same thing until a couple hours ago.
So do we talk? Do we want to talk about that?
We probably should so people aren't confused.
um. So we could talk about the fact that we were gonna shiny race for, or we did. We did shiny race.
Yeah, did.
For
Shiny Racing, all the Paradox Pokemon
Yep.
in our version exclusive games.
And it started off really good for me. Not so much for Hero. Right, Hero.
Oh god, no.
So immediately I got a shiny Screamtail, and then immediately after I got the shiny. What's its name? Fluttermane. That's its name. And yes. And then I decided I'm gonna go for Roaring Moon. I'm currently still going for Roaring Moon. Hero's already done.
No, seriously. I had two sandwiches and I phased off of two separate shiny Palmy, which I don't have for my Pokédex yet, by the way.
Also,
My
when we
shiny ones, I
phase,
guess.
we cannot catch the Pokemon because we are limited to how many of these items for sandwiches we have.
Yeah. We have not done enough grinding for the Herba Mystica to do that.
So we are quite literally phasing and just killing that shiny. So you phased on what? A shiny Palmy? Twice?
I phased on two shiny Palmy, and then I phased off of a shiny Talonflame.
Nice. So that's three phases, and then you finally got it. And
Yep, and then I got
and then you
my
won.
beautiful shiny Iron Valiant, and I literally had 1 to 2 shinies per sandwich after that.
Yeah. I'm on phase 8.
God.
I phased also on 2 Palmies, but on top of 2 shiny Palmies, I phased on 2 shiny Gibble, 2 shiny Zweilous, a shiny Chansey, a shiny... What else? Grievard?
Grievard. Yep.
Everything in here,
And
practically.
practically everything in here. If he phases again, there might be a beautiful Switch OLED outside your window. You might want to go check. I'm pretty sure he doesn't mind if you pick it up. So
I am tired of phasing. But enough of my pain. I'm just going to be suffering here in pain during this podcast. So we want to talk about Pokemon?
ooh, what do we want to talk about Pokemon specifically? There's a ton things going on with Pokemon right now, like how it's absurdly buggy, it's really fun.
we could talk about literally everything. When's a patch coming out? Nintendo. Or, no, not Nintendo.
Yo,
Game
patch
Freak.
notes.
When's this patch?
Patch notes? Patch notes, please?
Patch notes. But, like...
Patch notes.
We played the game together, right?
Yeah, we co-opted it.
Yeah. How many bugs did we run into? Actually, I'll let you take the floor on the bugs, because remember when we finished the game and we finally beat the game, and then the door happened?
and then you started partying in the door. And then when I left, you started partying on the floor.
Yo, is
Sorry,
that a
through the
shiny
floor, my
Gabite?
bad. Yes, it is. Wait, hold on. Wait, run into it. Hold on. Wait, no, maybe?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, it
that is.
100% is. Phase number 9!
As we live and breathe, Phase 9.
Oh god. I hate this game.
Honestly, in our normal run through of this game, of our co-op run through this game, we didn't run into a lot of problems other than
Crashing.
absurd frame rate issues and crashing.
That's like the major thing they need to fix. The amount of crashing in this game in general, it could turn someone away from a game.
Yeah, no. I've actually had people rage quit because all they wanted to do was terror raid battles with their friends, but they couldn't do it because the game just kept crashing for them.
I feel like there's something we should talk about that we kind of know that I feel like not too many people know, and that's the
You know,
sandwiches.
oh, we're talking about co-op sandwiches, aren't we?
Yeah, because I don't feel like many people
Yeah.
know that.
Okay, so as everybody knows by now, sandwiches are busted
Yep.
in both the amazingly good way and the amazingly bad way.
Yep.
Just for reference, the good way is, the sparkling and encounter power increase is phenomenal. Seriously, it is amazing how many shiny Pokemon you can get in one sandwich.
Till
My,
we
my
did it
record is 4
together.
shiny Pokemon in one sandwich, which is nuts.
Yeah, I mean we're currently doing the method right now because it's that good, except for me. But
I
that's
was gonna
beyond
say
play.
it's not going great for you, but
So apparently, when you play in co-op mode, or when you play in normal mode, you have a set total of 15 spawns that
oh, that too, yeah.
you only can get at a time. When you play in co-op, that's 15 spawns between the amount of players.
Yeah. If
So
you've ever wondered why you're in a party of 4 and you're seeing like 3 Pokemon maybe, that's why.
yep.
The second thing is, the broken thing about sandwiches in the really bad way, if you make a co-op sandwich, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter if you placed everything perfectly, not a single thing dropped. Your Subway footlong doesn't work as intended.
I feel like that's an us problem.
You know what? It might be.
Because I feel like I've seen so many people say that that's the way to do it. But it's just an us problem.
You know what? It could very easily just be an us problem. But we made a perfect ham sandwich because both of us were doing the chancy grinding spot by the fairy leader,
Which, by the way, if you're starting,
whatever that
great
name is.
spot.
Yep, nope, easily. Go there. It's great. It's the very north of the map. Center north. Can't miss it. So we made the perfect ham sandwich, the one that's supposed to give you encounter power, normal, level 1. The sandwich you get at the beginning of the game. We made it. The first time, we dropped a piece of ham. It
Whoops.
happens. It happens. But you know what? It's okay. We were okay with it. We restarted it. So the first, and how you know you get a ham sandwich is it'll say a ham sandwich instead of a tasty blank original.
Mm-hmm.
Blank just being your name here. And when we actually made the sandwich perfectly and it said my name original, we knew something was messed up.
But yeah, sandwiches are both a good thing and a bad thing. I'm not sure which one I like more. quite yet. Especially after Roaring Moon. Everything today is just gonna go right back to Roaring Moon, by the way.
Yeah, more than likely. I'm more shocked that I haven't found a second shiny pooper yet.
Oh yeah, you're currently shiny hunting Pooper. I
Yep.
forgot
Nope.
about that.
I have 60 kills in this mass outbreak with a sandwich on, and literally as soon as I put on the sandwich, I found a shiny pooper. I have not seen another one since.
Nice. So again, more sandwich. This game just revolves around sandwich.
This game's end game is sandwich. Love the sandwich. Be the sandwich. You are the sandwich.
If you work at Subway, I might not recommend this game.
It's genuinely harder to make a sandwich in this game than working at Subway.
Dude, I've made some pretty weird sandwiches, not gonna lie. You saw my tomato sandwich.
Oh, yeah, no, it's just 9 tomatoes. It's 9 tomatoes with herbs underneath, and then that's it. I think there's a patty somewhere, but I don't know where it went.
It was buried somewhere in there. Yeah. Some of these are a little ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Like 6,000 tomatoes. Nah, I'm good. Miss me with that.
Yeah, no.
Subway Simulator.
And Subway Simulator. No. Oh, man.
It definitely is a Subway Simulator. Because every time you hear someone work at Subway, what is the one thing they hate?
That's a good question. What?
The fact that there's people that come in and order, like, literally everything.
Oh, that's fair.
So they have to literally, like, try and fit everything in the Subway. In the sandwich.
Yep, no, they have to fit everything in the Subway.
Yeah, they have to fit everything in the Subway restaurant itself.
Yep. It's not easy, I'll tell you that.
I can't imagine. But what were you gonna say?
I don't know. Me and my ADHD just kind of kicked in there.
No. Rip.
Yep. All good. By the way, if I ever shoot back to a conversation topic, it's probably because I remembered something about it, and that's just how my brain works.
It's probably how both of our brains work.
Actually, I just remembered what I was going to mention.
Well, then say it.
So, people that are out there right now, if this podcast manages to go up in time, please join my singles Pokemon tournament. It starts on December 22nd. We don't have an exact time, but we have an exact date. So, please join. It's, a nice way to celebrate that this game's been out for a month. Hopefully a lot of people are getting close to done with the game by this point. Please join. I would love it. I just want people to have fun, enjoy this game together, even for how broken it can be.
Maybe we get a patch before it.
Maybe we'll get a patch before it. Because, you know what? I'm so confident that there will be a patch before it, I'm even going to state this. So listen, you can get sheer colds 100% of the time. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. You can look it up for yourself. It's another bug within the game. There you go.
Fun game. Great game.
Okay.
Wait, I haven't phased on Shiny Breezel. That's super random, but they just popped up.
Oh, well then.
But, yeah. Weasel. I haven't phased on it.
Weasel!
So, you already dated this episode. Great start to
I already dated this episode?
By stating the tournament date.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I am here to advertise to one and all. Please come join the tournament December 22nd. Get that day off work. Call off school. Actually, you know what? It's probably winter break, so you probably won't have to call off school. But
December 22nd?
yeah.
That's like guaranteed off school.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, just in case.
I mean, it should be.
You never know. You never know. The school education system is just as badly built as this Pokemon game.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm not gonna get too deep into that subject.
That
So
Roaring Moon had a black box around it.
Black Boxing Moon.
So, since the whole subject of this episode is probably just going to be Scarlet and Violet, because it's the new game.
Yeah.
I know we kind of briefly subject on it before the podcast. I still don't know where to place it, but where do you place it?
I'm gonna place the Paldea region, Gen 9, whatever you call it, just about in the middle.
Middle?
Genuinely, it's middle. Then again, everybody's preferences are different, but so like mine would be Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 6, then Gen 9. So it's it's good. It is good.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say it's
If
good.
this
I
game actually
still
got
don't know.
patches, it'll definitely go up one. Maybe it'll definitely beat X and Y for me.
Like, I want to experience this game once it gets a patch. That's why I haven't played Violet. That's like the exclusive reason why I haven't played through Violet. I
That's
just
fair.
want to experience it once it gets a patch. And it doesn't crash every 5 minutes.
Yeah, the crashing's bad.
Crashing is always fun. Not. But I don't think that if they add the patches, or I don't think if the patches are like sent out soon, people are gonna die out.
I'm about to say this game's gonna die pretty quickly.
Yep. Maybe even quicker than Legends.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because it's a good game.
Oh yeah, no, Legends is a good game. It's just there is an even bigger issue with Legends than there is, honestly, any other Pokemon game. It
I was
has
talking about
no
Gen
post
9,
game.
but yeah.
Oh, I thought we were still on Arceus, and its only big problem.
Arceus died quickly just because there was no
There's nothing to do after you beat the game.
shiny hunt. Once you get all that, you're done. Like, there's people that
Not
said,
saying this game is much better.
I mean, there's terror raids.
Yeah, no, there's Terra Raids. You can redo the tournament and Shiny Hunt. There's a couple things.
Yeah, definitely more than Arceus.
That's true.
I think if this game gets DLC, it should be as about the same as Sword and Shield.
That's fair.
I don't think. I don't know how shinies are gonna be, or for shiny hunter specifically, because I feel like you can get shinies really quickly in this game.
Yeah, no, you can. I just hope that the fact that we can't hear shinies or there's no visual effect. I hope that's just a bug and not actually how we're meant to do
Amazingly.
shiny hunting.
There needs to be something.
But and I'm not even saying for myself. I'm not colorblind. I'm not deaf. None of the above. I don't have anything that physically impairing. I'm so sorry if you do, because this game is not nice to you if you like shiny Pokemon. A lot of the new shinies are pretty subtle, uh, and when a shiny Pokemon appears on your screen at any point in time, there is no noise to identify where it is.
It's just kind of there. Which is why earlier in this podcast, you're like, is that shiny? For Gabite. It's not
Yeah.
too different. Only reason I think I could tell is because I've seen a million of them.
And I really couldn't tell that much because it's been like 2 hours since I've been in this game. But even then, since I'm on Violet and not Scarlet like he was, uh, yeah, no, I didn't even need to use Dragon Power. I was in there using Fighting Power.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Gibble was like a version exclusive. Like, wait, what?
No? What?
That's where I thought you were going. My brain thought you were going that direction. And I was confused.
That's fair.
But,
Oh, man.
yeah. Shiny
Let's see, what else
hunting
can we go
is
over?
fun.
Indeed, indeed it is.
Which, by the way, if you are someone that's colorblind, I'm sorry.
Yeah. We do have a streamer friend of our own. He is colorblind. And since a lot of these don't change color too much whatsoever, finding a lot of these shinies for him is not gonna be fun.
Nope. Which I did
And to be
hear
honest,
in an Austin John
oh,
video. I thought, I'm pretty sure if you're watching this episode, you know who that is. Oh. But I did hear in an Austin John episode, I don't remember the exact way to do it, but apparently there is some sort of setting, not the inverted setting, but there is some sort of setting that kind of like brightens certain things, and it like apparently helps color blindness.
it's not so bad.
So there is alternatives, but it's not fun.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say? Or did I make you lose what you were gonna say again?
You got me. Yep.
I tend to
This is
keep
gonna
doing that.
happen often.
Yeah. Our first one.
Yeah.
It's our first one
It's our
recording.
first. That's.
do we tell the story on how this even came about that we decided we should do a podcast?
You know what? You know what? You take the floor, considering podcasts in general were kind of your little shtick.
I mean, we did have a podcast, but it was mostly
Or was it Sync? Or Bugga?
that started that podcast.
I was about to say, I know you guys started it together, but like, who was the proprietor?
That said we should start a podcast.
Yeah. See,
Think
who's the kindling? Sync? Okay.
Think suggested starting a podcast. I was like, huh, we could try. And then that's when I saw G Lounge, and then the first person that came to mind at the time, I guess, was Bugaboo. And I was like, okay. No, I remember. Because Bugaboo and Sync had the whole Z and Z thing going on, like way before that podcast even started.
Oh my god. Why? Why did you know?
So the
I've
meme
been trying to
was
forget that for years.
the meme was we're just gonna have that be part of every episode. And then we were just gonna bring guests on and they were gonna be part of it. And yeah. So it was mostly like it was supposed to be a Smash podcast, but it was a meme podcast in the sense. um it kind of died out because the main premise of it was we're gonna have a guest every week. And then we just kind of ran through everyone as a guest. And we started having double guests, which I think, Hero, you were a double guest, weren't you? Or were
I
you?
had a single and a double.
Single and a
I
double?
had both. I had
Oh,
a double as a extra person, basically, and then I had a single when I finally won a SOG tournament.
interesting. Alright. Well, yeah. But we started like re-looping through guest. And then eventually it kind of died out. Because there was not many guests we could put on anymore. And not to mention scheduling was kind of a nightmare. No lie.
Oh yeah.
No one's fault. Life happens. But yeah, there's times someone can't show up, the guest doesn't show up. Someone has something to do. Someone says something bad in the podcast, I have to edit it out. So it's just a mixture of things. So then we just kind of stopped. Which, by the way, we did record another episode that just never seen the light of day. Maybe one day they'll see the light of day.
Maybe.
But eventually, me and Hero started talking, which... Sorry, Bug, I think if this is the way you're finding out that I did another podcast. But me and Hero just started talking casually one day, and we were playing Legends. It was like the day before this game came out. We were
Yeah.
playing Legends Arceus, and then eventually we stopped playing Legends Arceus, and we just talked for hours.
For hours.
I'm like,
And we
what would
kind of
be a
realized
good podcast duo?
exactly we'd be a good podcast because we've known each other for 4 years. A lot's happened in those 4 years.
It's crazy to begin the link. And now I guess it's our podcast. We can discuss that we've probably known each other longer.
Oh, okay, sure. So we're gonna quickly and casually bring up the fact that we both had an Xbox 360 and we both played a game called Total Miner Forge.
Which, if you're
If
watching
you remember that
on
game, you're
this channel,
based.
if you're watching on this channel, and you go down to my old videos, they're all Total Miner.
So yeah, it turns out both of us used to just go to random total miner worlds and just play. That's it. And Total Miner wasn't very big for being a Minecraft clone. It never got to really be the big light of day. So
I mean, it was big on the Xbox because it was definitely pre-Minecraft. Minecraft wasn't on the
was it
Xbox.
pre-Minecraft?
Yeah, it wasn't on the Minecraft before. Or it wasn't on the Xbox before Total Miner. It wasn't on But it wasn't on the Xbox before Total Miner was. Total Miner came first on the Xbox.
Huh. The more you know.
Yeah. So that's how we just kind of decided, like, wait, what if we have met each other? And the worst part is there's no way to know.
Nope.
Unless we probably dig through millions of my videos. Which, who wants to do?
I was about to say, you don't really have a mic in those videos, I'm pretty sure.
I do in some, but see, my
It's a shitty
equipment
Xbox
back
360
then.
mic.
No, it was an actual recording mic, kind of.
Really?
Yeah, like I was
Huh.
big into YouTube when Toleman got me started on the whole like content creation.
Well, there you go.
Um, but I had a mic, a decent mic. But the issue was the capture card that I was using. I never like used any like streaming software like OBS back then or any of that. I used the main like program that came with the hardware, which was crappy. Um, every once in a while in the videos, my mic would go from sounding normal like this, like you currently hear me, to I'm sounding like a robot, to I'm sounding like a squeaky mouse.
Are you sure that this wasn't because of your age at the time?
Shut up, hero. Um, no, no, I did not. I did not. I definitely did not sound like a robot because I was younger.
Oh no, I was talking about the squeaky mouse, but you know.
Maybe we won't talk about
Oh, also,
it.
everybody, don't worry. We're gonna dig on each other probably a lot during this whole thing.
Naturally, what we do.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how we've met and pre-met, and
Yeah.
that's why we're not gonna go through every video because
I was about to say, we do have things we probably should save for other podcasts. So
yeah,
you guys get to learn about how we pre-met, and then you guys probably are going to get to learn in the next one or two episodes, however many podcasts we do, uh, about the actual mess known as the Raid of Ram Ranch. So, yeah.
a raid of Ram Ranch.
Yeah.
I miss those days of SOG, but we won't get into that.
Nope. Nope. We'll save those.
So yeah, anything you want to bring up?
Ooh.
Like I kind
You
of
know
been
what?
bringing up stuff. So is there anything you?
Let's talk about some fun mistakes that you and I have had in Pokemon, since this is going to be a more Pokemon related podcast.
Yeah.
The first thing that always comes to my mind is one of your mess ups, but so it doesn't look like I'm just straight dunking on you in this video. um, is there anything you want to bring up about me? listen, I'm all about equality here, all right?
I think it's well known that I'm the one with mess ups here. But you've had a few.
Yeah, no, I have.
um, for some reason, I can't think of the few that you've had.
You know, I don't really like remembering my smaller mistakes, but the big one I can think of is I did try to go into a Rotom Wash raid battle with, I don't remember who exactly, but I'm pretty sure it was a ground type with Earthquake, and I kind of forgot that Rotom had Levitate.
Okay, but
So
let's
that
be
was
real.
my
That's
latest.
something I would do too.
Yep, just kind of forgot about its, ability.
There was something that you did like quite recently. I remember Trigger was there, and that's why it was so funny.
Oh, wait. No, not. My brain's still not there.
It's there. It's just not there.
I was about to say I have a very, very faint memory of what you're gonna bring up, but like, it's not. It hasn't poked enough holes.
Maybe you start with my million, and maybe it'll come.
This man's greatest mistake is bringing a Charizard to a Zera or a raid battle.
Uh-huh.
What level was the Charizard even?
It's 100.
Okay. So it was a level 100 Charizard. But in Sword and Shield, we had the raid battle for Zeraora to get shiny Zeraora. If we got so many raid battles done, boom, we would get a shiny Zeraora, which we did. By the way, everybody, congrats.
My zero is sitting in my
Problem.
home.
I don't know where mine is. I would say at least you know where yours is.
He's just kind of chilling.
Meanwhile, this man, I found a shiny Zeraora raid battle, which I didn't even know that they could be shiny. So when I found that out, not gonna lie, I shit the bed. I was like, what? I didn't know I could find this. I then go to later on find out that the shiny Zeraoras are supposed to be harder than the normal Zeraora raid battles were. Wow. So me and a couple of my friends got online. We wanted to try to, increase the numbers, which we did eventually. I think we killed like around 100 of them because we started finding a super solid strategy. And then Jesse gets on.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's not looking at his screen whatsoever. He has a Charizard in the front of his party, and he just clicks go. Only to get one shot 3 times and lose us the rage battle. Instantly.
We won that raid battle eventually after you.
Wait, didn't I give you a Pokemon to actually
That's
beat
what I
that
was
raid
insinuating because I had like no level 100 Pokemon because I barely touched the game. I don't know why I was playing the game. Oh, because Isle of Armor came out. That's why. But yeah.
Yep, it was Isle of Armor.
This was pre-shiny hunting, by the way.
Yeah.
It was like the only because the Charizard was the shiny. It was shiny.
It was shiny.
It was the only shiny I had in my party, and I just wanted to flex it. All right. And by flex it, I just spammed the 8 button.
Yeah, by flex, you mean just get obliterated.
And to be like, hey, I'm cool. I got shiny. I got black Charizard.
Oh, man.
Hey, we got some Charizard raids coming up.
Yeah, we do. Hey, fun fact for the people out there. Start raising support Pokemon. Start raising support Pokemon. Start building a huge power Azumarill.
Yeah.
Preferably Fairy Terra type. You're going to help out everybody that way.
Yeah, you know, but by the time this episode comes out, probably going to be like the day of, or it's already came out for a little bit.
Fair point, but
It's literally in 2 days.
That's a good point. I kind of forgot. Time doesn't work around Jesse and I. Neither of us. It just don't.
I mean,
We
I
don't
could
know
talk about
why.
your one fail, like literally a couple minutes ago that you had, hours ago. Not
Sure.
no, minutes ago.
Sure.
It was 11:56. By the way, it's like midnight while we're recording this. It was 11:56 for him, and he says, "Oh, I got a mass outbreak of what I don't even remember what it was, but it was
Combi.
something. Yeah, Combi. I have a mass outbreak of Combi. I got 7 minutes to do it. It's 11:56." And this man says he's got 7 minutes till midnight. There you go, hero. There's your fail. And I freaking phased again.
That's 10.
Three Zolas. 3.
3.
How do I phase 10 times? Pokemon.
There's a lot of Pokemon.
How? I phased 10 times and not see a single one. Single Pokemon of what I'm looking for.
I was about to say, I actually do have a intro story, but I'll let you start off with your intro story, because I just realized we both have an intro story.
Intro story?
Yeah, I have an intro into competitive Pokemon, and you have an intro into shiny hunting, period.
I mean, you were a part of my intro story. So, you guys remember when that funny legendary shiny hunting method came out in Sword and Shield? You know, the Dynamite. Where was he coming from?
I don't know.
What? He was in the ground!
Listen, you stepped on him. He got angry. He wanted to bite your toe. It's understandable. I bite your toe.
So wait, you're telling me my shiny could just be underground?
Let's not think about that. Because we think about that, we're just gonna get more and more mad. Anyways, continue.
I'm already mad. So yeah, the Dynamax Adventures, that's what I was talking about. In Sword and Shield, those came out. And I decided that I was going to stream it right away when it came out with my good friend Tank. Hi, if you're watching, Tank. I don't know if you're watching. And then we were playing. He got a shiny Me Spirit or whatever. I was mostly just... I didn't really like shinies at the time. I kind of hated the whole point of it. I hated the fact that you had to take forever just to sit there and reset shinies. Currently what I'm doing right now. I was totally against it on my behalf of doing. And then... Eventually, so I was just catching Pokemon. I was catching every legendary. I didn't really care. Eventually, Hero came on. We stayed up all night. We were all night shiny hunt, or not shiny, just playing these legendary raids. People were getting shinies. Then we got the Mewtwo raid, and Hero, Tank, and I were all doing that raid. Eventually, we got to the end. We beat it.
First time.
And the first thing that these two say is, "Come on, give me a green tail." I remember it because it's in the clip. Give me a green tail. You guys both said it. I was the only one that was like, just sitting there quietly, just like, I'm just here for the legendary. I don't care about no green tail. First thing I see, green tail Mewtwo. These two did not get it. First,
and you were still sitting kind of quietly too.
Yeah,
I do remember you being a little quiet about it still too.
And then eventually I'm like, green tail. You guys didn't believe it at first.
No, we super didn't believe you because it was the very first raid battle of Mewtwo we had ever done. And Tank and I were actually looking forward to it. All of a sudden, you're over here, your luck, boom, green tail.
And then I realized my luck was not that bad.
Well, right now it's pretty ass, but
Right now it's pretty trash. We don't talk about it. So then eventually, I kept getting shinies from that, and I was like, you know what? I actually kind of like this. This is kind of fun. And the rest is history. And then we did Rayquaza. We never finished that, by the way. But yeah, that's my intro story. And now I shiny hunt practically daily.
yep. So, yeah. Honestly, still enjoyable. That's what started you.
Was my first Mewtwo shiny. By the way, I flexed that Mewtwo shiny everywhere. Like the first 2 weeks. Everywhere.
Yeah, you did. I remember you got to level 100 almost instantly and just wanted to bring it to every raid. It didn't matter what the hell we were fighting. To be fair, it's also a Mewtwo. It doesn't matter what we're fighting either. You could be fighting a dark type, but you could be like, haha, funny Aura Sphere.
Yep. Your intro?
Alright.
I don't think I've ever actually heard this, have I?
I don't think you've heard my start to competitive X and Y. Or competitive Pokemon in general.
Mm,
Alright.
new to me.
New to you. Which is amazing. Alright. So, just to give reference, I am a bit older than anyone here would probably think. My voice is quite childish.
He's
I'll
82.
admit. Woo! So, I just want to go over that fact that I've been out of high school for a minute now.
Same.
It was my sophomore year. I just happened to be I think I was replaying Black and White 2. And I had recently made a new friend. I unfortunately don't really remember his name because we never really talked past my sophomore year. I think it was because he was a senior. Now that I think about it.
Oof. Can you make friends with the
Yeah.
seniors?
I actually did make friends with the seniors, yeah. No, seriously, by the time I was a junior, I actually had no more friends.
Oof. Sorry.
All good. But one day, I was just in the auditorium going or listening to one of the, typical school speeches about, oh, it's safety, oh, this, oh, that, here's what the school standards are. The boring school semester stuff. And then I just bring out my DS and start playing it in the middle of the auditorium. It's not like they can see me playing my DS from all the way to the front of stage when I'm all the way in the back of the auditorium. So I just start playing. Next thing you know, this guy comes up behind me. He's a senior. And he's like, bro, is that Pokemon Black and White 2? I was like, yeah. Bro, I got a team I can battle you with right now. Do you want to battle? And I was like, what's it now? I had never, first of all, I didn't know anyone that played Pokemon. I never played Pokemon with anyone. And I didn't buy both games. And I never had 2 DSs. So, in case you're wondering, my Pokemon life was non-existent.
Nice.
And he said, okay. And I said, okay, cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. But hey, do you mind if we meet up at a later time after I've beaten the game? He said, yeah, no, perfectly fine. Go ahead, beat the game. We'll play after. 2 weeks later, we rendezvous in the cafeteria. Both of us with our DS out across from each other. And I battled him with my playthrough team. I don't remember all of it right now, but I did have a Starmie.
Nice.
Starmie, Flygon. I don't remember everything else. But that was two of the mons on my team. Meanwhile, he's throwing out Tornadus.
Oh, jeez.
And, this is my first time in a battle setting. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know, what was allowed, what wasn't. So on and so forth, because I never bothered looking up competitive battling. And we just started battling. Started having fun, playing around. I started to learn a little bit more, little by little, and it was fun. Eventually, we both just got burnt out of Pokemon, like people should.
Wait,
And
people get
we
burnt
stopped
out?
talking. Yeah, people can get burnt out. I mean, that's why we're not playing Smash Bros. Right now, isn't it?
True.
We get burnt out. We don't talk to each other ever again. He graduates, and I'm left with nothing. Pretty shortly afterwards, Pokemon X and Y came out. Cool, new Pokemon game. What I didn't know at the time was there was going to be online, proper online functionality. And that's when my world changed. Literally everything. Everything started to change. It was a blast. It was so much fun. If you ever ran into a stereotypical girl called Ashley, it might have been me. I play women in all of my games, not just Pokemon. Women just get better clothing. I'm sorry. So,
How do you feel about this game, though?
I hate it. I don't get clothing options. I want clothing options, damn it.
Okay, you can carry on. I just wanted to ask.
No, great question. Because there hasn't been a good outfit system since X and Y. People might call that a hot take because of Alola, but there was more in X and Y than there ever was in Alola. So I learned how to EV train. I learned about the judge function. I learned about how to breed, get a 6 IV Ditto. I learned everything during X and Y. And not only that, but I also started to shiny hunt a lot more. Because the friends have already had a 1 in 500 chance to actually get a shiny Pokemon. Which is why, when you traded and then battled someone and got their friend link, it then goes into your DS that you got the friend code, accepts it, and then you can go into their friend safari. Which was entirely random. The whole process was entirely random. You never knew what type you were going to get. You never knew what 3 Pokemon were going to be in there. Because this is how you got Hidden Ability Greninja. This is how you got Quick and Easy Shinies. This is how you got a 6 IV Ditto. It was everything. And it was great. And eventually I made my very first competitive team. And it took off from there. I loved it. And X and Y wasn't what Sun and Moon was. X and Y was more about aggressive offense rather than Sun and Moon's unfortunate tank play, as I'm going to call it. Holy cow, the amount of Blissey, Toxapex, and just flat out anger that came from me because of the amount of stall that came from Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield. It was beyond aggravating, and Corviknight didn't help. Sword and Shield's not out of it.
I mean, what about this game? We have Tinkatons that like to throw rocks at Corviknights.
Tingaton is such a good design.
Tinkaton's a
But yeah.
carry.
It was for your team indeed. But this game is great because while yes, we still have all of these bulky Pokemon, there are more aggressive Pokemon than there ever has been.
Good.
And I'm excited for the tournament to see like what people will come up with.
I mean, you glad I'm not in it, guys. Just saying. Last time I entered one of these tournaments, I had a pretty gnarly team.
You did so well.
Yeah, my Dynamax Pichu was great.
That's right, you did bring a Dynamax Pichu. Oh my gosh.
Did you forget? Holy crap.
Yeah, I did actually. It's because the only thing I can remember is I won the tournament purely because a very good friend of mine, Trev, Mr. Champion Trev,
Don't ask
the
why
only reason I won is because he missed his Power Whip with Gyarados. That's the only reason I actually ended up taking home that tournament.
Damn.
Yep. Otherwise, it would have been him.
Well, you guys hosted two tournaments.
We did. We hosted one around the middle of Sword and Shield lifespan, like its normal lifespan before DLC. And then we hunted one close, like 2 weeks after the Isle of Armor came out.
Hosted one after that. Hero.
Oh, wait. It never came to fruition.
No, it did. I played in it.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
shit.
I played in two.
I get. Oh, that's right. Everybody was late, including me.
I remember, because I remember there was one, like right at the start of POG or whatever. That's when we were doing that.
Pog.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the Isle of Armor one.
Yeah, and then after that, you did another one.
Didn't we do a draft one?
Maybe.
Wasn't it one with drafting?
Yeah, because remember that's when I got the meme of I was red because I was picking Gen 1
That's
Pokemon.
right. That's right.
And then the second one, I was Ethan.
Yep. Okay. You know what? He's right. RB. My B.
I remember there was one that I brought in a bunch of Pichu, or I brought in Pichu and a bunch of baby Pokemon. And then a Sceptile for some reason.
I remember taking second place with a Cramorant on my team.
And then I remember there was one that, like, the entire internet collapsed.
Oh?
You don't remember that? Like, the entirety of the internet collapsed. Like,
I don't remember
towards the end of the tournament. So, like, you guys had to, like, all plan, like, a different day.
Oh, that's right.
To do the tournament, because no one could log on.
I also remember how we had to hold a grand finals for the next day instead of doing it immediately because we were like coming up on midnight.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a nightmare. Hopefully that doesn't happen to your tournament.
Hopefully.
There was another time that
Hopefully
the
I can
internet
make
collapsed
headway for the
mid-tournament,
tournament.
but not Pokemon.
No, it was Smash. I remember that one. That one I remember.
There was one where like the entirety of the internet collapsed. It was nuts. Because it was like what, Amazon's web service
Maybe?
just went down. And then since Nintendo runs off Amazon Web Service, those were down. Discord ran off that. That was down. It was a nightmare.
I love our society.
Yep. When the internet goes down,
We go down.
practically. So, how long did you want a podcast to be?
That is a great question. I don't know. Because let me explain to the audience of we work in a very weird way. We don't know when we're going to start talking about random things at random times, which is partially why we're doing this. It's just like, because all of our conversations, at least to us, are insanely interesting. Even if we just seem like whack jobs to other people.
Let us know in the comments. Do you like our conversation?
If I talk too much and say too much, I am so sorry.
I mean, we're not professional
You came to this
YouTubers.
podcast. That's also true. We are not professional.
We're not professional. We're never gonna claim to be professional. You want to be professional?
No. Because that would mean doing this daily.
Yeah, screw that.
Okay.
Also, you work. I had to stay up till 10 p.m.
That's true. I am a working man.
I think we just do this on days you don't work.
Yeah, basically.
When we're more alive. Because I don't know why. Days you work? I know this is completely like off topic. Podcast probably doesn't care. But days you work, I'm just always tired when you get on. Like dead.
That's fair.
Maybe it's because I don't have a hero to talk to.
Aw.
I need a hero.
By the end of the night?
Yep.
Okay. We can't continue that joke much longer or else, Father YouTube is gonna come down on our heads.
YouTube, don't slay the beast. Who's the beast? I don't know. So,
obviously, just let us know.
Who let us know?
Yeah, no, any and all feedback right now would be necessary, whether we should just stop this, or if you would like to hear our 4 years of experience. We have things like all sorts of manners of toxic people, we got...
I mean, we probably shouldn't talk about toxic people.
No, but I guarantee at some point it's gonna come up. Whether...
I mean, we can. We probably just shouldn't. By name.
We probably shouldn't.
Definitely not by
but,
name.
Like, I'm about to say, as long as we don't mention them by name, I think we're chill. But like, we have so many experiences, so much tournament experience, so much life has happened between us.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It's just nice to just have someone that I can talk talk to this openly about.
Are the Pokemon boys. Or no. Pokemon idiots.
Idiots. There you go.
I'm a Bidoof boy.
He is a Bidoof boy. I'll Flygon fam rise up.
I guess that's another thing we can come up to a future episode.
Yeah, like favorite Pokemon. Maybe your first shiny. Well,
Yeah, the
you
Bidoof
kind of
toy, the Bidoof boy story. The Bidoof toy?
Bidoof toy.
I don't. I
Nope.
don't know.
Nope. 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 You know where my brain went, and I'm keeping it in there. I have to be a little professional.
Slightly. What were you gonna say?
Just, first shiny Pokemon, first just everything, I guess.
First
We have a
everything.
lot. I would say we just got a lot.
Yeah. The 4 years will give you.
A lot. It'll also give you a headache.
You have a headache?
No.
Oh.
No, but all I'm saying is I'm pretty sure we've gotten on each other's nerves at least at one point or another.
Probably.
Even if we don't remember it.
Probably. Probably
Like, we
that
can even
time.
bring up John v. John as well at some point, because that was, at least for me, that was the biggest, funniest thing to just come out of SOG, at least for me.
Yeah.
Besides, meeting you. So, excuse me.
Kind of funny, because, like, the way we met.
It was a little weird.
Kind of met. We don't have this, like, dramatic story. We just kind of met.
Yep. But again, we'll talk about that in a Ram Ranch, in the Ram Ranch Raider
Is that episode
episode.
2?
That might be episode 2. Ram Ranch Raider, the invasion of Ram Ranch. Up to you. Also, if you know what that is, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry if they know what Ram Ranch actually is.
Okay.
I was going to say, to at least hint at the fact it's not, like 20 chill dudes in a Discord server just wanting to play in a Smash tournament, which is what, that was. But don't actually go looking up the history of actual Ram Ranch.
If you know what
If
I
you know,
do,
you know.
know what I do, you probably know what's gonna happen in episode 2.
Woo!
Is this the closing
I was about
moment?
to say. Yeah, no. Just so you guys know, there's a lot to look forward to. And if we ever seem scarce in future episodes, like if episode 1 and 2 are like a week or two apart, don't take it as we're no longer doing the podcast. Just take it as like we're either taking a break. We're gonna at least try to be more professional about this.
We'll get better as it goes on.
Yeah, no, this is us just really testing waters right now. Even if it gets like 0 views, we're just gonna still upload it. We're still gonna, tell our friends about it. We're gonna do an episode 1 or 2 because I don't know if this should be episode 0 or 1. Honestly,
I mean, maybe we may have a guest sometimes. It won't be like SOG Lounge where we had.
try to have a guest every time. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. But
yeah, no, I can think of some people that we can bring in, like maybe Kuma.
yeah, he's had some stories.
Oh my god, that's another big story we can do. We can bring up the all-nighter known as
Mario.
Super Mario 3D World. Yeah.
Also, Mario Party that I never saw the light of day.
Oh my god, that too.
But yeah, we're practically
Oh,
dragging at this point, so probably should just close it off.
yeah. So sorry for dragging, but point is, we hope you all enjoy the two Pokeidiots. And yeah, I think we're going to be signing off.
Yeah. That being said, I got really nothing to say. Stay tuned to my Twitter to see if I ever get this roaring moon. I phased twice on this episode, so maybe by the next episode I'm still looking. But
He means if he clicks the record button again tonight, in case you're all wondering.
maybe.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. With that being said, I will see you guys later. Heroes, or anything you want to say? Or did you already sign up? I don't even know.
Nah, I already said my piece.
Alright, well, we'll catch you
Alright.
guys later.
Bye, people.